All right, everybody. Hi, we're back. So here's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna first off uncover this pretty girl because I need access to under the hood. And then you're gonna go like this. Oh, hold on, this takes two hands. Oh. Steel. Oh! Yes. This is the only fiberglass on the whole car. That's steel. So, anywho, that's what we're working on today. That thing, that beautiful manifold. I'm gonna get the other two runners modified. Go from there, up and over. We'll get those modified, and then I might start welding it all the way up. I'd like to possibly have this all welded today. We'll see. But let's get started. All right, I'm aggravated. I think I might need to cut this whole manifold apart, redo it. It's a bunch of stuff that I'm not super happy about. That's frustrating. I did tack, as you guys already saw. So this is runner 3, and I got it squished to fit the manifold. And then I gotta figure out, like, so this goes in there. Here, I'll kind of show you guys what I'm talking about. This goes there. And then now that it's squished properly to go in, you see, it doesn't quite line up. But, like, if I pull from here, cut it back, like, the inch or so it needs. I don't know if it's gonna screw the angle up and then all that stuff. And like now that I squished it, it does the touchy touch there, which really doesn't matter too much, but I'm not super happy about it. But like, there's a bunch of like little things that I'm just really not super thrilled about. There's a couple of gaps I found in some of the stuff that was pre-welded. That like he might have been okay with, but I'm kind of not. So I might just lop this end off, get it tacked into there, and then I'm okay with this runner and this runner. These two aren't too bad. There's definitely a gap back here that I'm not super ecstatic about, but it's still not atrocious. From inside here, like, it transitions really well, and the gap is kind of towards the top where the tubing goes in wholeheartedly, so I'm not super worried about that one. But I think these other two, I'm gonna spend an hour just cutting apart and remaking these two runners. Not happy. Not happy at all. It's supposed to be a reasonably priced option, and it's turning into be a much bigger headache where I probably should have just bought the kit and built my own. Oh well, let's get started. All right, so this is cleaned up. I've got all these pieces for runner number 2. This was originally the second piece that came off the collector. Can't really know. Let's wiggle you around, see if we can get you guys in where you can see. There we go. This was the one that went here. Move my big old hand. And then I'm pretty sure this one. Okay. Something to this effect. What I think we're gonna do is space it out with this one. this one's gonna go like there, or this is gonna go there. This will go there. And I'll trim and trim and trim and trim until it fits. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna weld this piece here, this piece there, and then I think this is gonna be my massage piece. So I might finish weld this because he clearly, the previous guy, you can't see it. I don't have the flashlight ready, but the previous guy did not back purge. So where the weld is pretty much almost all the way around except for there, I might just bang that weld out and then this piece will be done. I think what we're gonna have to do is trim this side down, potentially re-angle this a hair. Might have to like bring that angle back or something, but we'll get there. So I ended up finishing up that weld, and you can see right where I started. Come on, focus. Mine's a little fatter. That's okay. I had a little more heat in it. Trying to get a little bit better penetration in this back. So, all right, that one's done. Now I'm gonna tack this one in place, and I did that because it's gonna be kind of a pain in the butt spot once it's on the manifold. I know I plan to cut the runners back off and weld them fully, but just in case I don't do that, for shrinkage problems, I want to have it where that one's welded up because it's kind of in the way. I might go through and weld this weld all the way, possibly, because that's also another one where this one's going to block that. And then I got to figure out this whole portion thing has to paint them on the bottom, because right now it's like I'm missing a bend or something, and I know I don't have any more bends on it, so yeah, we'll get started. Alright, so runner number 2 is from there to there. I need a piece for that section there, which is going to be obviously a pie cut of sorts. I'm going to see if I can find something local that might have a piece I can grab. And that just leaves runner number 3, which is this one here. Hold on, I'm trying to situate it. So this one just needs some rotation to get into that hole and some shrinkage. So I think I'm gonna make a cut here, this elbow. Of course, that's the one that literally is missing that much weld. Might make a cut there, and then weld into the flange. Get that permanent-ish, and then figure out what I gotta cut further back after that. gonna be quick, but runner 3 is done except for one weld, and that's because I want to test fit it. My phone's about to die, I gotta plug it in. But all the other runners are made except for one piece, which I think I was able to get when I cut the angle that I needed for this section here. All the runner sections are welded except again one weld up here. That's solely so if I need to finagle it on the manifold, I can. But let's go see if I can grab it. Just maybe it'll be right. Oh. I might be able to do one of these jobs, and not my ideal situation, but I might have to like weld a couple pieces together just to chop one off. But almost there. She is almost. All right, we'll work on that more tomorrow. See ya. Good morning. All right, so clearly we're back in the shop. It's actually afternoon. Holy crap, it's late in the day. So I've got, that one's not welded up yet, but I have the turbo manifold securely fastened to the table, nice and flat. I forgot to charge one of my drills last night, like a meatball. So I had to do that when I first got here, which delayed my time because it's not a quick charger. But we did that. I almost died. Let me show you real quick. So I added this old U-bolt to my small vise. And this is so if I need to use this off the table, I can clamp off here with the ground and still have connection. This is all raw. This is raw. I'm going to make taller stanchions here so I can put tubing in there and hold it. But let's start welding. Alright, so you can see I'm still missing a piece here. Right now I'm going to work on, it's hard to see, but this runner here. I've got this hose here tied into the runner. There's some aluminum foil in there. There's obviously gaps everywhere. I could cut this runner free and then cap it and do it that way. I kind of want to challenge myself. So I'm going to try and weld it here. I think I do need to trim, well, let's see. Meatball. I might be okay in most of these places. There might be a couple places where I want to be a little tight on space. I might have to switch to a smaller back piece, which means cutting the tungsten down, which I'm not worried about. But the majority of these places, I believe I can get to here. So I am going to crank the amperage up. Currently set at 100. I'm going to crank that up to about 125. This is schedule 10 tubing, so it is rather hefty. I mean, you can see it's some thicker stuff. I tried making a piece for this and I screwed it up because I'm a butt noodle. So I took too much material off the side that I didn't need to take material off of. So I'm gonna have to figure out what this is and then cut another piece, or I need to buy a piece of this and then I'll make this piece in a couple of attempts or whatever. It's like a 15-degree angle or something, and I just gotta do it the right way. I'm not trying to screw this up. I want it to be right. So what we're gonna do today, I believe, is I'm gonna weld this runner all the way. I'm gonna try and weld this here runner, the short one, all the way, because those two are fully connected. This one actually has an inside weld on this flange, So it's kind of a pain in the butt. But if I can do that, what I might do also is take this runner off and that won't work. Sorry, I was calculating in my head if I could just extend this out and that would connect, but it won't, because it's just gonna move this point forward, which moves this end point, which are very well lined up right now. Like, it's kind of hard to see. So like, there's obviously a radius there, but that's pretty good. I mean, if I run the tungsten all the way around, it's not atrocious. It's not perfect, but it's not atrocious. But yeah, so I want to get these two runners done. The runner number 3, which is the one that's currently missing, is fully welded because, well, except for one small section. That one had a lot of like 80% welds and stuff, so I just finished it out off the table, or off the manifold. And I gotta do a quick little massaging on the part that goes up here to get it to sit perfectly, and then I'll be able to weld this once it's all the way back on. But yeah, let's get started. All right, so we officially have one runner almost totally welded. I just realized there's a spot right there. There's a little bit under this weld on the bottom that I gotta switch out the back for. And I have a spot, I'm not really gonna show you too much. That spot over there, yeah. It's just got a really tight corner and I'm struggling a little bit with it. You can see like it's tight in there against that other runner and stuff. So we're getting there, but overall, it's not too bad. Some of them, I just rolled over the damn pedal. Some of it's better than others. Come on. But overall, not bad. Especially considering it's the first time I've back purged ever. So, sweet. And you can see, like I said, that's my setup. This hose goes in here, somewhere into this, that area. Actually, let's probably pull it out. It's not bad. I didn't even melt it. So, yeah, so that just goes up into that hole. And then as it goes, that's probably why I'm struggling in that spot too, because that's probably right where the argon's trying to push out. And then on this runner, the only thing left will be at the collector, which I'm saving for last in case like that spot super sucks and I gotta like break that part of it off and move the collector out of my way and whatever. But if I continue going today to do this other runner, you guys will have more video after this, and I'm gonna go like this so that I remember in the clip where it is, because sometimes I just fast forward through stuff. And if I don't, that'll be it for this week. As always, comment, like, share, subscribe, get up and get after it.